Well, hello, Greg. My name is Simon. I'm the lead game designer at Magic Design Studio on Have a Nice Death.
Hello, I'm Meredith Alfroy, and I'm a marketing coordinator and also narrative designer at Have Nice Days, Magic Design Studios.
So you guys, welcome to E6, and we're going to do a little Let's Play with you guys, the devs for Have a Nice Death. Now, talk a little bit about this game. Like, how did this game's idea come about? Because it's so cute.
Well, it actually came from a meeting for Unruly Heroes, who was our first video game, and Nicolas Léger, our creative director for Have a Nice Days, was driving a little character on the table, because maybe he was a little bit boring, I don't know, meeting, and he's driving this little two character of death, and he said, hey, why not? Could be fun to animate this kind of character. It could be great to make maybe a game about that. So that's why how Have a Nice Days was born, actually.
Now, the game is a 2D platformer, a roguelike platformer, but is the game done in sprites and animation, or is it 3D models on a two-dimensional plane?
It's a hand-drawn 2D.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Nicolas Léger is also our director creator, but also our lead animator. He's a magician of animation.
I love 2D animation. It's a lost art, I'm telling you. So we're going to jump into a game real fast. So I'm going to start a new game here, and you guys can kind of explain the story and what's happening as we're watching the cinematic.
Go ahead, Meredith, you know it's
yeah,
better
yeah,
than
yeah, but a little bit of suspense. So, meet Death, Death, everybody knows Death. Death has a lot of work to do, collecting lives, the routine. So she's collecting life from living people, and her book just register all the souls collected. But the jobs keep going and going. It's gonna be very boring, and now Death is very tired, and the book is tough. So hey, Death has an idea. Why not create a sorrows that will do the job for Death? So are born, and then they are collecting soul instead of death. This is chaos on Earth, and they really enjoy to make chaos on Earth. So time goes by, and Death now just validates the soul to go to the far beyond. But the job is very, very, very boring, as you can see. And the more and more the job is keep going, and the more Death feel a little bit little and weak, and also pissed off. Because Sorrow is still making a lot of chaos on Earth, and there's a lot of death. So yeah, this is burnout.
It was too effective. His plan was too effective.
Yeah. What could you do when you have a lot of job to do? This is Pump Queen, the trainee. He has a bad news for Death.
Oh no.
Yeah, too much to do. So this is it. No more burnout. And Death has to remind her sorrows that they have to keep it lower and follow the instruction of the corporation.
No, he's ready. He's ready to die.
He's ready.
I'm ready to die.
Yeah, let's go back her superpower. So now, yeah, let's go to speak a little bit to your employees. Sorry for my English, by the way.
Oh no, you're fine. Oh god, just gorgeous.
So yeah, you are the reception area. So where the souls arrived when they are dead. And this is Patrick.
Of course it's Patrick.
Of course it's Patrick. Very nice. He loves his job, even if there is too much to do. So yeah, he summed up the situation.
And, oh, I get it now. Yeah, welcome, Mr. CEO, and have a nice death. Okay, yeah, I will. I don't worry.
Each time you speak to an NPC, you will unlock his full description, the worker guide on your start menu.
So I'm admiring the layering. I love the foreground and the background all in different layers. Gives that depth that you get in 2D animation, and I love it. It's really nice.
Okay, so Greg, what kind of player are you? Are you the kind of players that want to be taken by the hand, or do you want to discover by yourself? What do you prefer?
I can don't shoot that. I can play by myself and discover and figure out what's going on and see what's happening. I've played my fair share of Mega Man games in the past and a Rogue Legacy. I think I might be able to do this.
Okay, fine.
You're like, well, good luck then. See if I help you
No,
later.
no, it's no. It's more that I respect that. I prefer myself to just get used to stuff and not read the guides, but just
Actually, for now, you got Ariette, who is the coach business, who could help you.
Oh, lots of traversal here. I like it. Lots of traversal powers. This dash totally reminds me of Mega Man X4. I loved the dash in that game.
I prefer Mega Man X3.
Oh, that's funny. It's music. It's teaching how the ins and outs in combat here. I love the doo 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 as you're hitting him. That's really fun. So Simon, what kind of inspiration did you draw from when you were creating this platformer? Like other games, obviously animation, like certain movies.
Oh, there's a lot of movies and games that we took inspiration from. The biggest one, the one that gave us enough confidence to do this game, was Dead Cell. We in the team like a fast action game, very action oriented. They don't like to wait or to play RTS. And so, yeah, Dead Cell was a big inspiration to our game. We also really like to play games like, for example, some JRPG. I don't know if you've ever played game like Muramasa the Demon Blade or Odin Sphere or some other 2D action games that are very, very frenetic. And so, yeah, we took a lot of inspiration from this. And myself, I know as a game designer that I did more stuff. Like, for example, I did a lot of stuff with Mega Man. Like, for example, boss design has a lot of Mega Man in it. Like you said, Mega Man X4. And yeah, it was, how can I say it? I think the game that really translate it the most is maybe Hollow Knight. But not in a bad sense, more that the minimalistic and simplistic design.
But for the story, Sébastien Bénard, who was the lead game designer of Dead Cell, go to our studio as a consulting and give some advice, and that was very great to learn from him, from his experience on Dead Cell.
Now, is this something you have to hand? Oh, I think there we go. Is this something you have to hand make all the maps? Is there any procedural element to this at all? Like, are you able to build dungeons and rooms out via like an algorithm with certain elements, or do you have to handcraft each big map individually?
No, it's all procedural. The game is made with a tile system that we have to both do it and then assemble it a bit like with Legos. But yeah, there's a lot of procedural generation in it, like in many roguelike. Most of your run won't be similar, the room will be different. Sometimes you will go up, sometimes you will go down. So yeah, it's not one big map that is drawn and we have to really carefully think about it. There's a lot of algorithm on it. And now you can get to start the real game.
Now I can actually play the game. What are some of the advantages when doing it? What are some of the advantages and disadvantages when having a game done in a two-dimensional hand-drawn style as opposed to something made 3D that's on a two-dimensional plane?
It really depends on the kind of game you are talking about. If you're thinking, for example, about platformer, it's very easy for a 2D platformer to realize where you should be going, although there's sometimes some issue with height. For example, in 2D platformer, you can't really see both above you and really below you. But in 3D platformer, it's way harder to not use line of sight. I don't know if you know this concept, but for example, if you've played Tomb Raider, you see what the camera is willing to show you. And so if, for example, the player, right when he exits a corridor, decide to move the camera to the right and doesn't see the right path, it can be very tricky. Where in 2D platformer here, it's very easy to see that, oh, there's some free space on the right side, it's where I must go.
I know it's also hard because whenever you have to, when you have, as opposed to having a model with a rig, you can animate any way you want. When you want a new animation, you have to draw it completely from scratch and fill in all the individual frames instead of just having it automatically key in X to Y or whatever when you're moving something.
Yeah, animation-wise, both systems are very complex because when you do 3D animation, you need both a 3D model, an animator, a rigger, texture. So it's a lot of stuff. But for hand-drawn animation, like you said, each frame has to be drawn. Here, it's what happens. So you can see that you have several attacks. Nico has had to do all of them by hand. So just from here, the basic attacks you had, you probably have seen like 200 frames that Nico has done by hand.
He's a machine, actually.
I just can't get
It
over
was-
how gorgeous this game looks. It just looks so gorgeous.
Well, the 2D choice was very obvious for us because Unreal Heroes was in 2D, and this is our artist. What they can do, they are mastering the 2D. So yeah.
What's funny is there's that movie out there, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie, and they actually have like
Oh, yeah.
flashbacks when they're in the
Yeah.
old school cartoon. But even
Yeah,
that animation looks off because it's like they can't mimic it. Like it's like that's why I say it's a lost art. It's so hard to get that same exact Disney feel, you know, just
Yeah.
by looking at it. It's nuts.
I didn't see the movie, but I watched the trailer, and it was very funny because they was joking about that, about the 2D became 3D, and yeah, it was. I think I will watch that.
Now, what's the greatest challenge in making a Metroidvania type game? Like, what's the biggest roadblock for your studio personally?
Well, technically, Avanai's Death isn't a Metroidvania.
Mm-hmm.
We define in our studio Metroidvania games that has a lot of backtracking and new systems that unlock new levels, and we don't really have that. So I can tell you what are the challenge of making a Metroidvania, but it doesn't really apply to Avanai's Death. So I don't know if you really want to talk about it.
Oh, that's interesting. So, like, yes, it's more procedure-generated roguelike and no backtracking, but you do unlock abilities. So, like, there's similarities, but you classify it as its own different genre. That's actually interesting. You can elaborate on that more, if you'd like.
Sure. So I think if we had to really define Avanai's Death is a roguelike slash platforming game. It's not. It's really geared toward platforming and not toward exploration. Where most Metroidvania, I don't know if you ever played, for example, La Mulana or other Metroidvania. Some of them don't even have a combat system because they are more geared about finding yourself and finding key to the puzzle of where you're supposed to go.
I got it. I can salvage this. I can do this. Oh my god. Do I get health or?
Yes, you have health, but you're not using it now. Do you want me to tell you how to use it?
Yes, please. Yes.
Look on your top left of the corner, there's a button that is displayed.
Nice. Yeah, the platforming feels really solid, and that takes some work to do because I know sometimes platformers can feel floaty or non-responsive, but everything feels really solid, like really responsive, really quick. Like the combos feel good. And that takes, I know how much work that takes, like just the physics in general, and like, oh, how fast is too fast? How should we do this? And that, so it feels really good. Let's see, where should I go?
Wherever you want, but I think you should go to the second one. It's very interesting because it's gonna show you some cool feature. But yeah, what you said is very interesting because when you do platforming, you have to decide if you want to make it floaty or not. And some time of platform won't really fit with combat design. So, for example, if you have a very floaty platforming game where you take a lot of time to fall back on the ground, it's going to be hard to combo into it very quickly. Like, what would be a good example for that?
Rogue Legacy is pretty floaty. That's a
Yeah,
little floaty.
Rogue
Yeah.
Legacy is pretty floaty, and you don't have a lot of combos in it. You have mostly one attack that hit in front of you, but you don't have very fast combo with a dash, with everything and stuff.
We knew since the beginning that we wanted a nervous gameplay, very focusing on combat, and not so challenging on platform.
Especially like a melee platform. I'm sure you can unlock shooting maneuvers too, but like Mega Man, for example, like that's an entirely almost ranged game, and so you get to the X series where you have swords. But I mean, it was ranged for years before they mastered that, or even attempted it.
I remember when Zero had you had to hold down the button. It was your charge attack to use the sword. It was very weird.
Yeah, that took some getting used to. Oh god, damn. I want to frame cancel. No, I'm just kidding. Frame cancel, frame cancel.
There are frame cancel.
Yeah, there is. You can actually connect. Yep. Wow. That feels good.
It's just not a full cancel, but probably with some curses you will be able to have.
Let's talk about the color palette of the game. Obviously, like the blacks and the whites, you have like a light shade of green. What went into that had to have been challenging as well, deciding what colors you could use that wouldn't distract the player from seeing projectiles and enemies on screen.
Yeah, it was kind of difficult because one of the first choices for Nicola was to make a black and white video game, but our first try was not very satisfying because we didn't see enemies, we didn't see weapons and stuff like that. So we add a little filter, a green filter, to and some effects to put to see much better. But we still keep thinking that all the words could not be as black and white, maybe adding a kind of a color palette, a different color palette for the next word. So, yeah.
Is he friendly?
Oh.
I'm scared. Is he friendly? I don't want to
He's
die.
friendly.
It's friendly. Actually, it's not an enemy, but it's not very friendly because he's an HR, Mr.
Oh
Osh.
no, he's human resources.
Yeah. And he will give you some curses because, well, you beat your employee.
That's right. You guys have a whole like level mechanic in here to make you stronger. Can you guys talk about that?
Yes, of course. So the way your player gets stronger is with curses. Can you hold the Y button before choosing?
Ooh, these are I like choices. Polish, gain 1 retain and
Yeah.
scythe deals +2 damage. I like that. too.
Hold your Y button, please. Great.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So we have a curse tree. So it's a randomized tree that you get each run. There are 3 branches in it, with each branch have a certain speciality. But the choice and what is in it is always random. So 2 run won't be the same. You won't have the same upgrades. And you get these curses by meeting Mr. Oshi, that you can meet each time you defeat a Sorrow or a Thanager, and you can sometimes meet him once per level, like here, for example.
So it looks like we have damage, and then we have health, and then we have magic or mana in this case. Let's see. I'm going to do health. There we go. How nice of the HR person to give me some bonuses. That's nice.
Yeah, but it is not that well intentioned. When you get a lot of curse, you will see why.
All right, control room and shop. Ooh, there's a shop. I did collect a lot of some kind of resource. Maybe I can go there and buy some stuff. Let's see. I love the elevator music. That's a nice touch.
People have asked it for a ringtone or something else.
Oh wow, I love these colorful characters you have in here. So awesome.
This is Mark, our food truck driver. Very friendly, very enthusiastic.
I love how simplistic the names are. Just Mark, Patrick.
Yeah,
Like they're just like they're just regular people names. Just
Yeah, that's what we want. We want them to talk like you say, regular people that you met in your corporation at the coffee break. We don't want to put too much fantasy in their name or their talking.
so looks like
It's
I've
just a company like any other.
Yeah, exactly.
so looks like I have 79. What's the currency called? Like soul points or soul shards?
Solary. Solary.
Solary. Okay.
It's like soul and salary.
All right. So this is how you heal it on your run. It looks like the more I don't have enough for the big one, so I'll get the little one. Yeah. Coffee's good. Do I have any more for it? I could buy this one. What is this? So this is a ranged attack, I'm gonna guess. It takes mana. Let's try this out. Oh, I have 3. Okay, limited now. Okay. Alright, I'm getting it. Also, upgrade store. A little kitty cat. Little kitty cat shrine. I like it. Here we go. Security station.
Yeah, your first boss.
Oh no!
It's gonna be okay.
Let's hope I don't die. Brad. Of course it's Brad. Very Banjo-esque, the ooga ooga when they talk. Oh god. Oh shit. Ah. Die. Oh, oh! One, two, three. 1, 2. It's just 2. Oh, I see you did 2. That's cheeky. I was hoping I was looking for a third one. I got thrown off by the not roll of 3.
Yeah, he has different attacks.
So this is my run. So what happens when you die in this game?
Well, you earn points by doing certain actions that you haven't done, and your performance is gonna be reviewed by some external entities that is gonna give you gold bond that you are gonna be able to spend for permanent unlocks.
This thing out of the way. There we go. And then I'm back. Oh, and it transports me back to my desk with the giant boss chair. Okay.
Yeah, Death cannot die. I mean, he can die, but he cannot stay dead.
Actually, it's not a game over. It's a burnout when you die.
I grab my book, my ledger. Oh, here we go.
I'm queen.
Oh, Pumpkin. Ah, that's cute. Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, Queen. Everybody is fan of Queen because he's adorable and very, very naive also. But he really loves his job and he loves to work for that.
So these are all the different weapons and items you can get in the game. It's just showing you what you collected in total or just for that run?
In total.
Oh, wow, there's so much stuff here.
Yeah, we've worked a lot.
That's awesome. Here we go. Who's this? Hey, Joe.
Joe, a contractor, an addict to coffee.
Ooh, okay, now we get to spend the gold ingots to increase things or decrease things. Let's see. Sharpness, Slaymore, Feral Fist, World Dagger. Oh, wow, there's so much stuff here. That's amazing. Maybe I should just start with the first one and work my way down. Shakespeare. So after you kill a certain amount of enemies, these unlock, and then you're able to purchase it.
Well, yeah, it kinda is like that. You can reduce the price of stuff by performing action. For example, the Slaymore, if you kill 100 enemy, is gonna cost minus 95% less. But if you don't want to do the action, you can just spam it.
That's awesome. Let's do it here. Go through the office again. Ah!
Don't worry, it's just Jocelyn.
it's just yeah, just Jocelyn.
Yeah, she's control all the elevators on the company.
I like how there's this whole corporate structure. Even though Death is the boss, there's like all these rules and things he has to follow.
Yeah, there are rules to follow, as you say.
The balance of power.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is how you can like risk stuff for like more currency or talents or weapon upgrades and stuff like that.
This is a new
Exactly.
feature of our first update.
You didn't get very lucky, to be honest, or let's say you got lucky because you only got some stuff with a drawback, and you didn't get a mission because you can, for example, get good stuff, but you have, for example, to kill the first boss under 5 minutes, and if you fail, you get really punished. So here it was just a bit of nice stuff.
A prism is a free pass. You can change any time for the company, no matter what it costs. That system might just have the amazing item you want, while your prism level lets you expand the shop to a bigger selection. Okay.
So yes, sometimes you will meet your employees talking at the coffee break or everywhere in the corporation, and sometimes there are just random dialogue, and sometimes there are dialogue following some stuff that you did during your run. And there's sometimes some dialogue that will explain you, like for example the prismium and other stuff like that. So
Oh, I
we
don't have-
really
ooh.
want to make a living corporation.
Got it.
It's funny because our community really appreciate a lot of the game, which is cool, and there still have a lot of theories about each character, each NPC, each enemy, so it's very funny to see their theories about that.
We have a nice ground pound too. And I gotta remember I have the charge as well. That's soul energy. Hazardous floor. That sounds
You like to gamble?
like a bad idea, but we'll find out in a minute.
No, it's not terrible. There are never only bad choices.
What platforms are you guys aiming at launch initially?
For now, we are focusing on the PC, mainly because it's a platform that we are very familiar. We've previously released Unreal Heroes on other platforms, and it's something that we want to do. But we can't really tell you if we're gonna be on PS5, PS6, PS7, or stuff like that.
Okay, just
Yeah, we
because
definitely want the game. Yeah, we want the game on console, but for now it's focusing on 100% PC.
I mean, because this is such a cool game. I mean, just gonna throw it out there. This game would be pretty great on Nintendo Switch.
You're not the only one to say that. Yeah. Everybody asked that.
Here's your new weapon, the one you just unlocked. It's a Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, like William Shakespeare. I think in Stardust he says that Shakespeare.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a lot of humor.
Our narrative designer really like puns.
I'm funny.
And it looks like you can get it. Like it starts with one charge, but it looks like you might be able to unlock additional charges, so you can use it in quick succession.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so many subsystems. That's really cool, though. Like all the little like micro things you can do in the store and all that stuff. Ooh, okay, which one?
The first one.
I
no?
prefer for you to pick the first choice, but I prefer to be honest. It's gonna be tough.
Oh, Mr. Clean. Oh, not.
It's a mini boss, and it's a new one for this update as well. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult.
I think you should heal before fighting.
Probably a good call. There we go. I have my special move, so I can use that if I get overwhelmed quickly.
It's a janitor.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to have to... Oh. Okay, it goes behind you. All right. I was like, oh, I'll dodge behind him. Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm new, okay? I've been playing this game for a total of 30 minutes.
It's your second run. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And honestly, this mini-boss is probably stronger than Brad. At least for some of our community believe so. And I won't say they're right or they're wrong, but yeah. This one is pretty a challenging mini-boss compared to some others.
It's also an interesting idea, like how in a roguelike, like how hard is too hard for your team for this game specifically?
It's not about if it's too hard, it's more about is it unfair, and if you have, for example, any way to, for example, be perfect at it. If you have a mini-boss that if you cannot tell his attacks from others and he one-shot you, so meaning the first few times you're gonna meet him, you're gonna instantly die, you don't even have time to learn, so yeah, it's not fun. So the moment the game is not fun, we can say it's too hard, for example, or it's too easy, but yeah.
And I'm sure early access and beta helps in that because you can get feedback from multiple people playing your game for some of them for the first time, and be like, "This boss is really hard," and you're like, "Really? I beat the boss in 1 minute."
Yeah, exactly. You should see our QA tester. I mean, they always show me that, you know, this boss, this new, very strong mini boss that people are complaining, I literally kill him in 3 seconds. And I'm like, yeah, great. Who do I listen to? The community or my own QA tester. So it's really a balancing act, taking feedback in early access, but it's fun, honestly.
Oh, nice. I got like a little shield.
Yeah, we are lucky about our community because they are very, well, they have a very interesting feedbacks and ideas as well.
Try that one. I tried to help him last time. Boom. I gotta remember, there's more tools in my toolbox than just standard attack. I gotta remember that.
Yeah, you also are not very using a lot the up X attack. It's the strongest move of death.
Oh, the uppercut.
It's an instant, yeah, it's an uppercut. It's an instant jump that goes as not as tall, as high as a jump.
The elevator music gets me every time. I'm sorry. It's just... It's the one thing Metroid Dread was missing was elevator music. It needed elevator music. Like this. This is amazing. Alright, here we go. There we go. Oh! That almost grabbed me. I don't like that. Here we go. Go up, up, down, down, down. Oh no. Okay, I'm learning the tools of the trade, looks like. So, up. Okay, I'm getting the flow now. I did it!
Very easy.
Fire
And you get a
arrow.
spell.
I'll take it.
Your
Oh,
first
it's not
spell.
a spell. See, yes, it's a spell.
Well, I know I have to try it. Ah! See, I got enthralled with the animation. I was like, oh, look how beautiful that fire is. Then I got hit in the face. I missed that hammer that I got in my first run already. I liked that hammer.
You will have other opportunity to meet him again, don't worry.
Go get in this thing here. Ooh. Vitum? They say it Vitum?
Vitamin, yeah, like vitamin.
Oh yeah, that's right. In America, we say everything wrong. Aluminum when it's aluminium. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
yeah. We say everything weird out here. Here we go. You know what I like about this so far is I'm not getting lost, which is really nice. Like usually, like in games like Metroid and stuff like that, I get lost a lot and have to use. I'm constantly looking at the map, but like this is a very straightforward. I go to the right and I go up and I go to the right. It's like classic platformer type of thing, like Mario.
Yeah, exactly. This has been a great debate in our team because some people really like Metroidvanias and they like getting lost, but it has some drawbacks. Like, for example, you can get lost and so it takes a longer time and sometimes you don't have stuff to do. For example, you are in an area where there aren't a lot of enemies and it's very interesting to do, but it slows down your gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, our first levels was very, very big, and then we decided to shorten them and make several little flow for each world.
Look
It
at
meant
that.
that we could focus more on arena and combat. And yeah, it was great. You didn't get hit once.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn the mechanics and the ins and outs a little bit of what works, what can cancel, what stuns them, what kills them quickly. Like you can combo up into that, which is kind of nice. All right.
Oh, a new one.
A new
But there's a
level.
relaxation area. It's up to you.
We're gonna do the relaxation area. I want to go relax.
It's
This
a
is
very
also
chill
new
zone,
room.
don't worry.
Yeah, it's a new room for the updates.
Hey, VIP.
Yeah.
Free heals. I'll take it. I love the little souls just like hanging out in the background, just chilling, just looking up in despair.
Some people think they're mushroom people.
Are they? Can you confirm that they're not mushroom people?
They're not mushroom people.
Oh, there you go. All right, see what we can get here. Prism. I can't afford that.
Your full health.
I'm full health. I can get this one. That's fun. I don't have any upgrades. So there we go. Okay, I'm getting the loop in. I'm learning. I'm doing it. What kind of other environments will we see in your game? Obviously, we're in the tower right now of your office. Oh god, that's the boss fight.
This is administrative quarters of Death Inc.
The next department is the pollution department. After that, you got the disease department, the physical disease. Then you get the addiction department, and finally you get the modern war department. At least for now.
Shit.
It's
Crap.
a super attack.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no! New stage! New stage! Ah! Oh, I can't believe I did that. Wait, oh, that was my cue to hit him. Why didn't I hit him? Oh god, there's 2. 1, 2. Oh god, the third one. Went to? Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, okay, I can. All right, okay. Oh, it stayed there.
Yeah, I think that was a bug.
It's a bug.
It's too bad because you clearly were doing pretty great. You almost
Yeah.
killed him.
That was very cheeky. I was like, oh, maybe, like, because my thought was like, that shouldn't be there. That's probably a bug. And it was not a bug. It was
Yeah.
intentional. That was clever.
Sorry about that.
You got me. You got me. Fool me once.
No, my gameplay developer got you. I will have to be very mean to them.
That's not going to hit me. Oh, it hit me. All right.
It shouldn't have.
I'm getting more confident in my abilities. Come on, book. These little characters are all so cute. And it's like I any plans for like merchandise? I mean, toys? Like this is art style, and these little characters would lend themselves great to like something like Funko Pops or something like that. You know, little vinyl figures or little statues.
Yeah, a lot of people want a plush for Pumpkin. And yeah, we have a lot of ideas actually for merchandising, but we have to do that, so.
I know it's hard because like making a physical product is a lot different than making a video game. On top of you're already making a video game, so you can't just drop everything and be like, we're gonna make merch now, like for the game that's not done yet. But it's really the art style lends itself really well to transmedia, animated series, comics, toys. I would watch a show on Netflix with Death and his adventure trying to get everyone back into the office and figure out how to get his job back.
I like a show on Netflix too. Could be great. Why not? Maybe. You get cut.
Are you again gonna voice Candice?
The Candice is the first mini boss. Attends, Candice? What do you say?
No, Candice. Candice is a World 4 mini boss.
Oh, so the HR office that's good. That's the upgrade. So I want to do that. Yeah,
it's good.
So the colors signify, like, I guess, whether they're good or bad or hard or easy?
Yeah, a bit. For example, all of the safe zone are in blue color because they are chill, because blue is a chill color. And yeah. And all of the boss and mini boss are bright red.
So that's some of the frame canceling you were talking about earlier, where after a kill I can do it immediately afterwards, quickly.
I don't know if you noticed, but the background is a little kind of different from the other background.
Oh, it is the concrete, yeah.
Yeah, we want to have different, various level art kits to offer variation for the player.
One HP.
Oh, I am at 1 HP. There's the blue. It's like, wait a second. I got so enticed with the gameplay, I wasn't paying attention to my health bar. This game is just so delightful. Like, just the visual aesthetic, the gameplay.
Yeah, let's not get too Leon this time, maybe.
I don't want to do that too soon.
Oh, wow. Perfect.
Oh, nice.
I was speaking about different level kit art, and now you are in the Corporation Gardens. But you are in the same world. Just different background.
But the level feels way more open with, you know, like a bit of rock formation where people can go and have a nice picnic. They're here to contrast with the inside of the buildings that is very more rectangular shaped, I can say.
Oh boy. Oh! I saw it happening before it happened, and I was like, no! And it happened. Rest in paperwork, yep. That's what happens. How long have you guys been working on this game from, let's start like at the original idea to now, like how many years have been put into this?
Well, we start the pre-production of the game at the same time as COVID come to France, so it was March 2020. That's right, Simon?
Yeah, it was a pre-production. We were only 3 people on it.
3 people?
And,
How big is your team now?
A bit
About
bigger. I think we're 15, something like that.
15.
That's a good sized
15 and 20.
team.
Yeah, but there's lots to do, so.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Always there's the checklist. You said you can't even have days
Yeah.
off. You have to just work. It's just too much to do.
We
Too
get
many
this.
milestones. Have to make those milestones. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll take. Yes, yes, gold. Gold is good.
Yeah, we don't want to be burnout as at this, so we are good.
Were you guys all in an office when the pandemic struck, or were you guys working remotely? Did you guys, or did you have
We
to
work-
do the
Yeah,
adjustments?
we work remotely, everybody, for several months, and then
Some
of
people
us
went back to studio and others stayed
Yeah.
home.
because of technical material. Because the QA team has to stay in the studio, for example.
Mm-hmm.
But half of the team is still remotely working, like me, for example.
Here we go. Let's see if I can do better this time. I'll take another upgrade. Why not? Yes.
Maybe you'll get a good one this time.
Here we go. I'm not gonna fight you unless I have to. I'm gonna go over here. Oh sh! No, not 2 of them. Yeah, once you like, it's almost like a dance. Like once you start getting feel the toolbox, you're just dancing around these enemies. It feels so good.
Yeah, you died for at the previous arena that was similar to this one, and this time you didn't even get it once again.
I'm using. I keep remember I have so many tools. I have the charge. I have the uppercut. I have the slam. I have the
You
spells.
forgot something. You forgot something.
Yeah, on the left.
Oh, give me it. Yeah. Five HP. Aw. I guess probably a lot though. The difference between dying and living. I'm gonna go with health sparkle. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Because Oshi isn't really that benevolent. Sometimes there's a price to pay for power, and you will get some penalty, which are never direct downgrade to the player.
Mhm.
You won't get, for example, lose 50 HP or something like that, and there are more bigger risks. So, for example, enemy are gonna hit harder, they're gonna have new patterns and stuff. So, as you get stronger, enemy can also get stronger and be quite dangerous.
It's that balance you talked about in the risk versus reward.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what we have here. That seems like a good choice. The Vitamania department. But the hazardous floor... Oh, let's go to the hazardous floor. We're going to take some names as death on the hazardous floor and put people in their place. Going to assign a lot of write-ups.
Yeah, you didn't visit the control room yet. Maybe next.
Yeah, it appears very late in the first world, because you
Yeah.
don't really have a lot of money to spend in it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
It's about saving those resources for when they count. I like how before they attack, you get like a little exclamation point to kind of indicate that, hey, they're about to do their attack, so just be aware that... Oops.
Yeah, silent feedback are really some things that we have been working on for lots of time, and we keep adding new stuff to make it very clear how... Like, remember when I said nothing needs to be, should not be unfair?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we need to do, to show very, very... I don't want to say abundantly, but it's better to have maybe a tiny bit more information than not enough.
Yeah, because at some points there are like several enemies on screen. It can be a lot to keep track of, and the exclamation point in the red really does draw your eyes.
Yeah. So again, there's a balance to find, but I remember when there weren't any exclamation mark, there were more, how did I get it? So I think it's good.
So what happens when I get to the sixth ball, the sixth level? Is that like that run is
It's
complete?
a boss.
Okay.
No, it's the boss. Oh, no, of course, you're very far from finishing your run. Run usually takes something like 40 to 1 hour to complete.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Currently, you have to cross 5 worlds to finish a world run.
For now.
Yeah.
Give me it. Money. Nice. You have to listen to me. I'm your boss. Oh no.
It's Wilhelm.
Okay. Oh no. No. Wait. Stop. Stop. I command you to stop. Oh. Okay. Just... Oh, no. No. Do not do that. Oh. Oh god. Oh! It's so close.
Yeah.
But that's these games, roguelites are like that. You're supposed to beat them out on the first spot and learning the patterns and the different stages and all that good stuff. So I think that's about I think that's our time. So you guys, when does this game come out? It's so delightful. When are you planning on a release date? When will there be an open beta soon, early access?
So the game is already available on early access since March, and we already have this new update. And we don't have yet a release date for the versus 1 of the game, but there will be more updates coming soon.
That's awesome. You guys, the game, thank you so much for your time, Simon Meredith. The game is absolutely delightful. It scratches all those itches that a roguelite should scratch. It's got an addictive gameplay loop, lots of items, abilities, and the combat feels spot on. So this is ramping up to be a very, very good game. So thank you for your time today, Meredith and Simon. This was Have a Nice Death. It's available in early access now. And stay tuned for more content here exclusively at E6 on Shacknews.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Greg.